One thing that changed a lot in my language learning over the years is that I started intentionally ignoring certain things. Not because they don't matter, but because trying to focus on everything at once actually made learning much harder for me. Especially in the beginning, I wanted to do everything perfectly. Learn every word, use every resource, fix every mistakes immediately, and honestly, I think that slowed me down more than it helped. So, today I thought I would talk about a few things I intentionally ignore while learning languages and why. The first thing I intentionally ignore sometimes or often unknown words, especially while reading. In the past, I wanted to understand absolutely everything. If I didn't know a word, I felt like I had to stop immediately and look it up. But over time, I realized that constantly interrupting myself made learning feel exhausting. Now, especially in Spanish, I often just continue reading, even if I don't understand everything a word. If I understand the general meaning, that's usually enough. And very often, words start making sense through repetition and context anyway. And honestly, even in Japanese, I often just keep reading, even if I don't understand every word. That doesn't mean I never look things up, but I stopped treating every unknown word like an emergency. Sometimes understanding enough is enough. The second thing, perfect pronunciation. Of course, pronunciation matters. I still want to improve it, but I stopped expecting myself to sound great immediately, especially at the beginning of a language. Because honestly, if I wait until everything sounds perfect, I probably won't speak at all. So now I care more about, can people understand me? Can I communicate? The details can improve over time. This one became especially important with Japanese. Sometimes, while immersing, I understand very little. Sometimes I only recognize a few words. Sometimes I can read the script, but I don't actually understand what it means. And sometimes I can't read the kanji and can only guess the meaning from how it looks. A few years ago, I probably would have thought I should wait until I understand more Japanese. But now I see it differently. Even in Japanese, I usually just keep reading or listening, even if I don't understand a word. Because even if I don't understand much yet, I'm still becoming familiar with the language. I'm recognizing patterns. I'm getting used to the writing system. And slowly, things start feeling less unfamiliar. For me, familiarity often comes before understanding. Another thing I stopped obsessing over, perfect consistency. Of course, consistency helps, but life also happens. Work gets busy, energy changes. Sometimes you simply don't feel like studying. Actually, I just recently took a short break from language learning on purpose. And while I felt a bit guilty sometimes, I also think breaks are part of long term consistency. Missing a few days or even a week doesn't erase progress. So I try not to treat imperfect consistency like failure anymore. And maybe the biggest one, trying to use every resource. I used to think I needed every resource, every app, every textbook, every recommendation, and somehow combine everything into the perfect system. But honestly, that mostly made me overwhelmed. Now, I actually try to keep things simpler. A smaller number of resources, more consistency, less pressure, and for me, that works much better. I think language learning became much less frustrating once I stopped trying to optimize every little thing. Because for me, learning became easier when I accepted that I don't need to do everything perfectly. Sometimes good enough is actually enough. But now I'm curious. Is there anything you intentionally ignore while learning languages? Or maybe something you used to obsess over that matters less to you now? Let me know in the comments.